Where do you add your hair when you braid? Do you add your hair to the middle or do you add to the outside section? Now, the position of your hands, your fingers, and how you generally braid will determine whether you're adding your hair into the middle section, which is here, or maybe you add the hair on the outside sections as you braid. So I have mentioned that whenever you're braiding, you're only moving, you have two movements that you're making essentially. Yes, we're working with three sections, but we're constantly creating two movements when we do our braiding. And that means if we number these sections, so this is number 1, number 2, and number 3, every single time you're braiding, you're constantly exchanging number 1 and number 3. The middle kind of stays the same in a sense, but you're essentially moving the two outside sections. So you're going to be doing the section in this way. So you're going to take number 1 and you're going to exchange it with the middle, and then you're going to take number 3 and then exchange it with the middle. Number 1 to the middle, number 3 to the middle, number 1 to the middle, number 3 to the middle, 1 to the middle, 3 to the middle, 1 to the middle, 3 to the middle. So that's essentially the movement of your sections. Now, where do we add your hair? At what point are we going to start adding the hair? You should always add your hair just before you exchange your sections. And again, depending on how you hold hair, for me, because of the way that I hold the hair, I always bring the hair to the middle. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to secure the starting point for this braid. So I'm going to take this section here, exchange it to the middle, and then the number 3 section, we're going to exchange that to the middle. So at this point, I know that I need to exchange this section with the middle, but first I need to add my hair. So this is the part where you take your hair and then you bring that hair to the middle section, and then you exchange that left to the middle. You're going to stop here, and then you're going to take hair, bring it over to the middle section, and then you're going to exchange that right hand section with the middle. So the way that's going to look for me is I'll push my hair with my index finger to the middle and grab the left and exchange them, push my hair with my index finger to the middle, grab that right hand section, and then exchange. So it's constantly left to the middle, but first we add hair to the middle before we exchange it, because once we exchange that middle section, it then becomes the right hand section, and then when I add my hair to the middle, that middle section then becomes the left hand section. So you're constantly adding your hair just before you exchange. And one thing I will say is